Hey friends, and welcome back. This is Fotini. We're going to do a really quick video, which is an extension of a previous video that I did about a sketch design. My previous sketch design was this really pretty card. I love it. I love how this came out. It's so easy. We're going to do a variation of this. I'm just going to show you something different. We're going to do something more like this. Same idea, same kind of banner across the side, the center of the card, same circle, just a little bit different in different colors. I'm actually going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to heat emboss the sending you and kisses with gold powder, and I'm going to show you how we do that now. So I have a piece of vellum here. Let me get my embossing buddy as soon as I find it. There we go. Sorry about that. Should have had that out. I almost forgot to use it. This is our embossing buddy. I just want to lightly just powder my surface here. It's going to prevent the embossing powder from sticking anywhere that I don't want it to stick to. So I have my Versamark. I have sending you and kisses. I'm going to set my kisses more to the right edge of the paper because I'm going to notch out the left side of the paper, and then I'm going to grab my sending you and I'm going to stamp that on near the left side of the paper, just like that. Okay, and we're going to add, let me just fold over my scrap here because we're going to need to catch that gold embossing powder. So you need a heat tool to do this technique. You cannot use a blow dryer. I've been asked that. You just can't. So now you see all that excess powder just popped right off because we used our embossing buddy. And then you could just take this and throw the excess right down into the container. And you'll be done with that. So let me get my heat tool. It's going to be a little loud. Stampin' Up! Heat tool has two settings, but it has this great protective cover here so you don't burn your hands. So we put it on the second setting. You really want it to get kind of hot before you apply it to your to the thing that you're embossing. The hotter that it is, the quicker and better it's going to set. So here we go. You're going to see that it's going to startly go from a kind of dull appearance to a shiny. And the embossing is going to look great because we're using some gold foil on our design of our card, and it's really going to tie the gold together. So can you see that it's starting to change? You can also go from underneath because it is lighter. The paper, the vellum is lighter, so you can also go from underneath. You want to just make sure you have that transformed and set. Once your tool is hot, it goes very quickly. Okay, so we have this now. We're just going to cut this out straight across. You can use your trimmer. Okay, and I'm going to cut this, notching it like a banner. So I'm going to go in this way and then flip it and just match that point, and you'll see why in a second when we put the card together. So in order to put the card together, you need a piece of cardstock for your base. I am using our new In Color Tranquil Tide. It's cut 8.5 by 11. I'm sorry, 8.5 by 11 cardstock, cut in half by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. That means we score here, so we're able to get a good bend. Then we're going to take our Designer Series paper, which is naturally eclectic. That's this piece of paper, and it's actually this as well. They're two-sided. So I'm using that nice purple that's on the other side. So one piece is actually cut at 2 inches. That's going to be the purple. And then the DSP with the arrow on the front is cut 1/8 of an inch shorter, and we're just going to adhere one on top of the other. And we're just going to do this. So we're pulling out that that nice purple color. Now it is only going to have the purple showing from the top and the bottom. It is both pieces are 5.5 long. So we're going to take this now, we're going to put some snail to make sure it stays down. And we're going to line it up with our card base edge to edge. Actually, before we do that, I have to do one little thing. We almost forgot. We have to add our sending you. I found that it was easier to add the sending you and the kisses while I've already adhered the snail to the back. See, it was easier just to add that since it's already sticky. And I'm going to take it to the edge and add this to the bottom. Of course, you actually have to have tape there. There we go. So you can just put it down too, and you can use your grid paper if you want to make sure you're lining it up straight. Just like that. Okay, now we can go ahead and add it to our cardstock. So now you see how awesome that gold pops out. And the reason we wanted the gold is because I've also punched out using our scallop circles, this circle and this hugs. So let me tell you, I'm using this from the Lovely Inside and Out stamp set. We're using the Sending You and Kisses. Sending You and Kisses come from this Lovely Inside and Out set, but it also has a coordinating thinlet die packet called Lovely Words Thinlits, which is this right here, and it produces the lovely word cut out, but you need another shape on top to actually pop it out like this. Otherwise this will just punch it out on a cardstock and it won't come off. So I used another circle to cut this part out completely. So in order to stick this on, because it's so fine, I have a little bit of our fine tipped glue pen. You don't need a lot, you just need to kind of get it dabbed on. So I just dab little dots all around. It is a little close. I cut it a little close for this border, but this stuff I'm going to just put something on it, and it'll, once it sets, it will be good. And if anything doesn't set, this tip is so fine that you'll be able to just go back. Let's close this up. Okay, and our card's almost done. So basically you're just going to flip this over, and you want to line it up where some of your scallop is showing. Oops, let's flip this over. Just like that. Make sure you have a nice scallop. And then I just take like a block or something, and I just kind of just go right over it just so that it can set for a second. There we go. And then we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. I could get them off my finger. Okay, one more. And we're going to adhere it to the card. I think I really like the look of the gold emboss so much better, because it really is going to bring in that gold. Oh wow, yeah, totally. And the other great thing, you see the cutouts here that we did, it kind of ties in with that DSP, which I thought was going to be a nice touch. So there you go, everybody. Loving the embossing, totally loving that. That came out great. So my first one was this, with just, this was using the Rich Razzleberry, and I ended up stamping it with Berry Burst, but I really liked how this came out too. So there are my two cards for this quick video. Hope you guys liked it. Click like if you liked the video, and I would appreciate it if you would subscribe so you can catch my next videos as they get posted. Really appreciate that. Descriptions of the stuff used will be down in supply list will be down in the descriptions, as well as my online shopping page. And if you would like a new catalog, the holiday catalog is out. Here we go. And I'd be happy to get it to you. Just message me or go to my website and I will get that out to you as soon as possible. Thanks so much. See you on the next quick video. Bye.